Oh my goodness. They want you to be confused. They want you to be like, what the hell am I listening to? Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out more openings from spring 2025. I got a lot of comments telling me about the animes that I've missed, and I'm here to address that today. The first one we're going to be doing is the one that a lot of people have been asking me. This is Rock is a Lady's Modesty. Oh my goodness. All right. Wait. I'm sorry to pause it, but we got to find out if that drumming is accurate. Hold on. Yeah, I have no complaints. That guitar playing is insane. Wow. Wow. My goodness. Not the Your Lie in April shot. Okay. Whoa, jeez. Ain't nothing modest about this. There's nothing modest about... Yeah, that is... Yeah, that's about right. Yeah. Sweating, just sweating nonstop. Yeah, that's about right. Especially the drummer. I am surprised that the drummer is wearing that thick ass dress. Because listen, when you drum, I think drumming is probably the instrument where you sweat the most, because obviously you're swinging your arms a lot, and yeah, you're gonna be sweating a lot. So in that dress, oh yeah, drenched buckets, bro, buckets. I'm telling you, that's not exaggeration. I think my two favorite instruments in this song were the guitar and drums. The guitars were just going crazy 24/7. Usually with a musician playing, you kind of take a back seat in some sections so other people in the band could shine. For example, the singer usually has the guitarist. You kind of, all right, let me just dial down the guitar playing a little bit. And to an extent, the guitarist did dial it down, but not really. It was still going crazy. If you can, I know this video player freaking sucks, but hopefully we can go back and you can hear the guitars again. Like, see, like, in a lot of other bands, that would be considered a solo. But here, that's just the background playing. So that just goes to show how crazy this band is. I need to check out more of this band. My second favorite instrument is, you guessed it, the drums. Okay, mainly the double bass. I am a real big fan of double bass. I need to buy a double bass pedal. I'm gonna try and buy a double bass pedal so I can start doing the... I really wanna be able to learn how to do that. It looks so freaking fun. It's very clear to see that these girls are anything but modest. So I think Rock is a Lady's Modesty is probably some sort of sarcastic title. The visuals, I at least drumming wise, they look pretty good. Obviously, I think some of the arm swinging is a bit exaggerated. When it comes to drumming, muscles that you're using with drums is three things: your fingers, your wrist, and your ankle on your foot. You don't really use your quads. You don't use the bicep, tricep. You don't use that, because if you try to utilize that too much, for when you drum for a long period of time, your arms are going to be very tired and you're not going to be really accurate with your drumming. And that's the main point of being a drummer, is being accurate and being a rhythm bass for your band. Obviously, if you were going to be super accurate with just this, it's kind of not as fun to look at someone doing this rather than someone doing that. So I understand visually why they did that. A very fun opening. Let's go to the next one. This is Kowloon Generic Romance. I actually watched the first 2 episodes of this. I had no idea what was happening most of the time, but it was great. I loved it. This is already playlist. You see why that's not generic anymore? That bass. Oh my god, the 808s? Oh, the flute. I love the counter melodies here. That part. I love the instruments here. I vibe with this. I love it. Yeah. Very funky chorus from the bass and the guitars. Oh my god. Gated keys? Hello, hello. Okay, I love this opening. I adore it. 10 out of 10. Here's why. A lot of great counter melodies here, and if you listen deep, there are some contrasting musical genres here. In the chorus, overall bubblegum electronic feel, especially with the singing, the keyboards, the pianos, but if you listen deeply, you listen to that bass, you listen to that guitar, there's some funk elements hiding in deep. You do feel in your body the slight funk tones that are being established on the low. Great song overall, definitely adding this to my playlist. Let's talk about a little bit of this anime. I really enjoyed it. Again, I watched the first 2 episodes. It's definitely not generic. So I'm already picking up on visual cues on what happened between episodes 1 and 2. For example, this thing right here. Still no answers about this. I have no idea what the hell this is. Freaking Skynet. Fun fact, this Kowloon city is actually a real city. I saw a documentary of it, and it was literally a massive compound housing dozens of thousands of people. That's why humans are amazing, man. They could live in the craziest of places, and you could adapt. Kowloon Generic Romance is one of those stories where it doesn't tell you anything about the lore directly. It just gives you those hints every now and then, and it's up to you to interpret and try to theorize on what's actually happening. Let's go to the next opening. This is Two Perfect Saints. Someone was very adamant on me reacting to this, so I'm obliged. The song makes me want to skip in the fields. Oh my god, this is very pretty. Then again, it's a Ririya song. We should have known it's pretty. I love how low-key the drums are. Nice, use of space. Layering is beautiful here. Ooh, okay. Love the layering. I just said that, but I'm gonna say it again. Love the layering because it's just that good. It's just a classic staple Ririya song. Beautiful orchestration. Oh, speaking of orchestra, a lot of orchestra elements in here, which is a big part of why I enjoy Ririya's music so much. And I especially like how the drumming was. The drumming performance, you could barely hear it, but it's there. It's one of those things where it's not something you notice. It's more something you feel. Yeah, I love how low-key the drumming was, and it stayed in the pocket didn't outshine anyone whatsoever. And I love that riding the pocket is very important as a drummer. You got to know how to ride that pocket. Let me try and figure out what's going on visually. So usually with this type of fantasy, setting, like I'm getting Modesty royalty type setting. This girl grew up in the palace. I'm talking about the purple haired girl. I believe she's the main character. But one thing that I am pleasantly surprised by is the male lead, or the male character, isn't a freaking stoic asshole. Because I've seen so many of those. I'm tired of that male trope. Just a 6'9" handsome male who's just not friendly with anyone. When I saw him smile and he was like all happy and, not an asshole, I'm pleasantly surprised by that. I need more friendly husbandos. Too many stoics. Too many stoics, bro. Yeah, so let's go to the next one. This is Black Butler Emerald Witch Arc. Oh my. B-stars? That bass. Oh, I love the call and response. You guys know how I love that. Halftime. Woo. I'm sorry? What was that, Phil? I can't even rhythmically comprehend what was happening. Okay, so let me try and figure out the time signature at the very least. Let me try and figure this out. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So it's in 4/4 time the whole time, but the rhythm is just so off-putting. It really didn't feel like 4/4. That is really trippy. Also, I want to talk about this real quickly before I forget. I really enjoy the lack of reverb. If you guys have watched me for a while, you know that I comment on reverb and delay a lot, which I think is one of the most important things to put in a song. But here, they actually didn't use any reverb at all. And if they did use reverb, it's very small. So it gives a discombobulated, choppy atmosphere, very abrasive, which is very much the intent of the song. This is a trippy halftime. Huh? These visuals are crazy. Is it weird for me to say this is giving a little bit of Overlord? Just a little bit. I definitely need to listen to the full version of this later. Oh my goodness. Wait. Oh, okay. Okay, I need water. I mean, I should have known this was going to be crazy because it's Koshune and Hyde. I should have known it was going to be crazy. What did I think? I was going to come in here and hear a pop song? No, that's just not what they're about. The entire song, again, was in 4/4. They absolutely did not need to complicate anything with music. They did not need to complicate it. So they're doing all this mind tomfoolery on purpose. They want you to be confused. They want you to be like, what the hell am I listening to? That's the point. If that was their goal, mission accomplished, because I don't. The only thing that I can somewhat understand is the mixing of the instruments, which again, lack of reverb, lack of delay, makes the song feel a whole lot more abrupt. But I will say that halftime at the latter half of the song was very nice and a pretty big dichotomy to the first half. Obviously, there was still a lot of choppy elements in the second half, but the instruments definitely had their notes last a lot longer. So there was some legato introduced, albeit not completely, but it was still significantly present. So yeah, that just shows me not only do they know how to achieve the sound they're trying to achieve, but they also know when to spice it up, when to diversify. Really cool. Go Go Loser Ranger Season 2 opening. This just came out, I'm pretty sure. Huh? I am in love with that guitar. That funk guitar, bro. Oh my god. One thing about Loser Ranger openings, they're always extremely creative. Huh? Okay. What? That's absolutely Power Rangers. I know it's Ranger, but still. That's like a carbon copy. So that was a pretty cool opening. Definitely chiller than the first opening, which is saying something because this song, even though it's chiller, is definitely not chill at all. There's still a lot of craziness going on. I didn't really like season 1. I dropped it mid episode 6. I just didn't like how it was paced, and I've heard that the manga is done better. If I do want to consume this story again, and maybe season 2 pops off, maybe season 2 is a lot better than season 1. I'm not too sure. All I know is I wasn't really enjoying season 1. I enjoyed the start. I didn't enjoy the middle. Episode 1 just dropped. Let me know how that is for anyone who has seen the first episode. Is it good? Is it bad? I've seen the ratings are pretty good, so I'm assuming great start. Hopefully, you'll be able to finish that throughout the entire season. So this is the opening for Shoshi Min second season. This is Kai Seijin by Yorushika. Who's to me with this song? You got the classic Yorushika special doing top tier 10 out of 10 guitar playing. I want to give note to the left guitar. I believe it's the left guitar, if I can recall properly. Again, this video player sucks, so I can't go back really. So I just got to go off the top of my dome. So you hear how the left guitar plays on the offbeat, just plays little pluck chords on the offbeat. So boom, pop, 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 pop. So setting a nice rhythm bass. Having the guitar setting that rhythm, it gives a lot more creative freedom to the other singer, to the instruments, and that's exactly what they did. They were intentionally inserted brief pockets of just nothing. They sung a brief section of it, and then they intentionally did not do anything for the second half of that measure. So again, great use of space. One of my favorite ways of spicing up music is just taking it out. Another thing I like about this song, with the chorus specifically, is they add in interesting fills or interesting breaks in the middle of a musical phrase, so it really keeps you on your toes. Doing the bare minimum and executing that bare minimum extremely well. That's one great thing that Yorushika does. So the next opening we're going to be checking out is this anime called Aharen-san wa Hakarenai Season 2. Why am I reacting to this anime? Do I know what this anime is? Hell no, I have no idea what this anime is about. I didn't even know it existed until yesterday. The reason why I'm reacting to this is because the opening is done by Zutomayo. That's the only reason why I'm reacting to this. Wow. Jazz, drum and bass. Woo. There's that Zutomayo string work I love so much. Still going. Are we getting? I can't breathe. Finally. Okay. We're good. No Diddy? Okay. Oh my god, the jazz breaks. Hello. Hello. It reminds me of Lazarus, bro. That was awesome. Not heard that side of Zutomayo, really. I don't really hear them go full-on soulful jazz like that. Dope. I like it. Also, someone got to give me the context for this anime. Should I be giving someone a phone call? What's going on here, man? What's going on here? All right, the last opening we're checking out today is this anime called Cinderella Gray. I have watched the first 2 episodes of this. Very fun. Some like a horse girl racing anime. And I see that this opening is done by Alexandros. I have heard of their name. I do believe I have one song of theirs in my playlist. It's a really good song. I don't know the title of it, but here, I really enjoy this anime. It's very fun. I highly recommend you guys watch it. But let's get to this opening by Alexandros. Ooh. Is that rotoscoping? Ooh. Is this the pre-chorus or the chorus? Interesting. I just realized I haven't been watching full screen the whole time. I'm sorry, you guys. So that was the pre-chorus. Okay. This is literally where I stopped. It felt like the song just started. I felt like the song was like 30 seconds, bro. It built up for the first minute and a half, and then it really felt like we just started hearing the song in the last 15 seconds. I definitely need to hear the full version of this, bro. They did that on purpose. So apart from that one song I heard from Alexandros, this really is the introduction of this band that I've never really heard this band before. Really cool. One thing I noticed about this rock band is they like to use a good level of reverb and delay. In that verse, that dude's voice was really resonating. Sounds like the guy is singing in a rock concert in a chamber. That's pretty cool. In studio songs like this, the reverb is a bit more toned down, but here they definitely turned it up on the knob. Loki, it sounds like the vocals are from a live performance. So regardless, this is one of my favorite animes of the season. I love Oguri Cap. She's extremely just blunt, stupid, only thinks about running. I love it. It gives me a real Luffy Goku feel to it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know your top 3 openings in this video, and just in general, what openings from spring 2025 have you heard so far that you really enjoy? Give me your top 3 overall this season. I will do that as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had such a great time. I will see you guys in the next one.